I grew up here, but I've been in Colorado over 10 years now, and they love the outdoors so much. And I'm not. I'm not. The most in tune with nature I've been since I moved there is yesterday. I forgot my phone when I went to poop. Like, that's. You guys ever get in tune with nature that way on accident? Just being without your device for more than 2 minutes? I'm just sitting there, I'm just like. Is this camping? Am I tying my sandwiches up on the shower curtain rod? I didn't do enough camping research for this joke, but okay, let's start. I don't like spaghetti, and you don't have to either. Couple people brave enough to come with me. It's hard, because spaghetti has like lawyers ready to defend it. Like you say you don't like spaghetti, and it's always. What don't you like about it? I'm like the noodle, the meatballs, the sauce. I guess all of it, you know? Every time. You gotta try my grandma's spaghetti. No, I do not. I'm 38 years old. I've tried a lot of spaghetti.
I'm tired of McDonald's asking me if I got the app. Sign me in as a guest. I'm not a member. Like, I don't like don't treat me like that.
Let it die.
I don't want something to happen to me and then my loved ones and family members find my phone and then they're like, man, Rob was out here getting coupons for hamburgers. I don't want to go out like that. I don't like when they be nice to me. Like, I'm trying to quit. I shouldn't be here. Disrespect me. Throw my card back in the car. Make me go find it. Like, trying to get out of here. I know I'm gaining weight because I get comments that they think they're giving me compliments, but they don't feel like compliments. Like, they'll be like, man, Rob, you out there eating good, aren't you? I'm like, that is not a compliment. You was not worried how I was eating years ago when I was eating one meal a day. You didn't care. But now, the other day I was online, I seen somebody was like, he's getting big, isn't he? That made me feel great because he didn't ask me. He asked everybody else. That means I'm on another level. It's like, let me ask the rest of the internet. I can't even bring that to Rob. We can't let the algorithm run our lives. We allowing it to change everything about us, change what we do, change what we say. The other day I'm walking down the street, I hear this guy, he's on the phone, he's like, man, I'll unalive everybody in there. I'm like, you a killer, but you scared to say kill? What are we doing? Like, this code is not working. We not fooling the kids. Changing sex to segs. I think they're gonna figure that one out. I think it's so weird. Tired of watching people cook stuff online and not take a bite? I need to see what that first bite looks like. I need to see your face after that first bite. You time this whole thing out, I'll watch you make this whole thing from scratch, and then you're not gonna take a bite, you're not hungry? They're cooking for clicks, they're not cooking for taste. That's the problem, man. They're doing weird stuff, mixing ingredients with their fingers because they know somebody gets off to that. Like, you got marble countertops. I know you got utensils. Not fooling anybody. Everybody's scared of AI. If AI takes my job, can I get AI salary? Like, robots, they can't spend money. Let me get the money that robot would have made. Then we would be cool. I'd be cool with AI if that was the case. I get the dust off his back. I'd be like, hey, what y'all need? Y'all need some USB ports? Some RAM? I go get y'all some RAM. Y'all need some terabytes? What y'all need? Like, I'd be so cool with AI if they gave me the money. AI is so whack. You connected to all the computers in the world and you're not discovering nothing. You're not doing nothing cool. You're just like, I want to be an artist. I can write a screenplay. Like, man, if you don't get out of here and cure a disease, what are you doing? And I was like, I could make Snoop Dogg sing the bare necessities. Like, man, we don't have time for that. I should wake up tomorrow and they be like, you know what, AI cured eczema. Like, that's what's up. That's fire. We needed that. Nah, AI's like, I can draw Shrek. Like, dog, we don't need that. I don't have time for that. I love TikTok. There's always some kid on there teaching you stuff you didn't know. There's always some kid like, did you know if you eat rice that's left out after 2 hours, there's a bacteria that could cause it? No, I didn't know that. I don't eat old rice. Like, I put it in the fridge. When I was a kid, the wackest thing you could do is say, did you know? The worst thing you could do when I was a child was know things. It was not cool to be smart. It wasn't even cool to practice reading. It was only cool to read when called on in class. It's the only time it was cool to read. It was not cool to like get ready for that moment. Like the ideal kid when I was growing up was the kid that just nailed it when called on but never tried to read before. There's so many things that are acceptable now that weren't acceptable when I was a child. When I was a kid, it wasn't cool to have a dad. That was whack. You was not gonna be top dog in the school if you had a father. My dad was a secret. I didn't tell anybody about my dad. I was closeted about my dad. Not only that, I would out other kids that had dads. Like, you know, Brian's dad's the coach of our baseball team. We call him Big Brian. We call Brian Little Brian. Brian hated me. All the kids I thought were cool growing up, if you brought up their father, they would get upset. So I used to do what they do. Somebody bring up my dad, I'd get up, start walking around like, man, you know, I hate when people bring up my father. Meanwhile, my father was at home. Fine. My dad started dropping me off at school. I used to lie. That's why I run and give him a hug. He's not used to the affection. He needs that. I'm a millennial. I feel like us millennials, we represent the 90s way too hard. Like, we rep the 90s harder than people who were out doing stuff in the 90s. We keep trying to bring the 90s back. How many times we gonna bring back the 90s before we realize, hey, it's not that time anymore? Like, we the only generation that wears merch of old 90s TV shows. When those shows were on, people just watched them and then they turned them off and did other stuff. Our generation's like, no, it's cold outside. I need a Rocco's Modern Life hoodie to put on my body. Why are we not bringing back stuff from other eras? Like, I want to bring back the William Shakespeare collar. Like that big collar that goes all the way around. Like, why are we not doing that? That's tough. Like, you gotta eat before you leave the house if you're gonna put one of those on. You think a beer collects crumbs? Like, that's a whole plate around your neck. Like, bring other stuff back. Like the judge's wig with the ruffles. I wanna bring one of those back. Just be an old judge rolling in their grave like, you don't even have a law degree. Can't be wearing that. Do y'all think in every time period there were conspiracy theories? I'm convinced throughout history there was always conspiracy theories, no matter what the invention was. Like even the first clock tower, there was somebody like, they're trying to control us. We didn't need to know what time it is now. Everybody wants to know what time it is all the time. They're always looking at the time, bro. Don't listen to the bells. It's 11:59. I swear, cover your ears, dog. They're trying to control us. You guys have been wonderful. My name's Rob Hayes. That's one of my friends. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight?
All right. Yeah, this stage is very tiny. Okay. Tiny stage, big man. This is what I look like every day. Thank you so much. It's good for comedy, right? Like when I walked up, everyone's like, this will be something. Something will happen while he's up there. For regular life, not so great. Like, I can't be incognito. Like, they're gonna remember me. I can't be an asshole to anybody. I'll show back up the next time. They're like, hey man, what's the guy who was like really rude to everybody here? And I'm like, no. They're like, oh, so it was another guy who looks like Hagrid decided to become a house DJ? It's a different guy. It's a different dude. Like, I can't commit crime. They'll come over the APB line, they'll be like, yeah, we got a white male, kind of looks like one member of LMFAO, ate the other member of LMFAO. Yeah, we got him. He should have used a car. He's down the street. He's winded. He's tired. I like flying. I like it. A lot of people don't like when I fly. A lot of not smiling faces when I board the airplane. I don't give a shit. I love it. Now, when I board last. No matter what. I wait till they're about to close that boarding door and I'm like, no, friends. 1.5 more. And then I storm onto that airplane like I'm a bad guy wrestler from the WWE. And just come around that corner like, just super kick the flight attendant. I'm the captain now. You travel with people when you do stand-up. You learn about people, you learn about stuff. You learn about this. Sleep paralysis. Who knows what that is? Clap. If you don't know what it is, it's a thing. When somebody wakes up, their brain wakes up before their body. Their eyes open, they can sense everything happening around them. They can make a little bit of noise, but they are paralyzed in their body. Now I was traveling with my friend Tim, and he has this, and I didn't know what it was. And one night in a hotel at 4:30 in the morning, I awoke to him in his bed having a sleep paralysis episode. He's just laying there going, and I just got all my shit and left. I've seen this movie before. The demon has Tim. And I need to get out of here before it decides it wants something more delicious. I just went to Denny's, that's what I do. The demon never follows him to Denny's. I'm seeing a lady, my girlfriend, I love her very much. Even sharing rooms, sleeping in the bed together. She's got like a thing. She's got a thing. She has to sleep on the side of the bed that is furthest from the door. I have to be in between her and the door. And I asked him, hey, why is that? And she was like, just in case a murderer breaks in. Looking for murder. And I was like, why do I have to die first? Does she think the guy's gonna break in and just start murdering me? And then she's gonna be like, well, let me just get out of your hair. Just grab these 2 Siamese cats. You enjoy the big fella. I put him there for you. Bet you're gonna get a lot of murdering out of him. Anyway, adios. I was walking out of a house party. My buddy stopped me at the front door of the house party. Hey man, eat this edible. No, thank you. I'll eat an edible at my house of my choosing when I'm safe. I like to be safe when I'm high. And he goes, it's just a 5 milligram edible. You'll be fine. And I was like, no thank you. I don't want it. And then he went, bro. And then I just had to eat it. Just an infallible argument. I don't know why more defense attorneys don't use that. Your Honor, bro. Case dismissed. This guy's chill as fuck. Get the handcuffs off him. So I eat it to appease him. I eat it. And then he goes, and that's a bad sign. Whenever someone offers you something to eat and then you eat it and then they laugh at you like a maniac, things probably aren't going to work out for you. He goes, actually, it was 150 milligram edible. Why? I was like, why did you do that to me? He was like, I didn't want you to leave the party. I'm like, so you poisoned me in order to kidnap me? That's 2 felonies in a row, Playboy. I'm about to call an Amber Alert out on myself. Also, on 150 milligrams, I'm leaving the party. I'm gonna be on the goddamn moon. When I'm that high, I just become a non-player character. I'm no longer the main character of this story. I'm just trying to stand out of everybody's way. Just leaned up against the wall trying to survive. It's not naked and afraid. It's high and alone. I don't know anyone at this house party except for my buddy, so that's it. I only know my assailants. And here's the thing, I gotta look. People wanna come talk to me. They'll walk up, hey man, how's it going? The food is good here. Like, oh, that guy ran out of words. That guy's run out of words. You can only do that for so long. I finally decide I have to escape. I run into the bathroom, but I get in there too quickly. I get into the bathroom, and I slam the door shut and lock it without turning the lights on. So I turn around, and the room is pitch black. And for a second, I thought that I quit existing. I just turned into pure energy. Started to drift away. I heard that song. Coming home, Daddy. And my hand touched the tile walls, and I felt the cold. People feel I must still be feeble. So now I'm looking for the light switches, and I find them, and there's 4. That's too many. I'm like, I can't do all of them. It might kill me. Sensory overload. I decide on half. I do half of them, but I choose 4 of them. I got the fan and the heating lamp. So suddenly the room became red and hot, and I heard, I'm like, oh my God, I've opened the portal to hell. I better get into the shower before the devil gets here. And that's what I did. I just got into the shower with all my clothes on. Just rinse it off. Just making sure I'm nice and wet from the devil. The devil will want me wet. It'll help with the flames, too. Mind you, I don't know anyone at this house party, and there's only one bathroom. So now there's a line of people. And they're knocking on the door, and I'm like, I'm not letting the demons in. You're gonna have to come get me, Lucifer. Drag my fat ass down there. Finally, the man who owns the house had to break into his own bathroom, where he finds me in the shower, soaking wet, with a red light on. And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, the food is good here. Tell the devil. Compliments to the chef. Sometimes the universe gives you a gift. I was in TGI Fridays in Tucson, Arizona. It's a great start to a story. And I watched a man get kicked out of that TGI Fridays for being too drunk. And that takes a lot. But while he was getting kicked out, he yelled this. He got pushed away from the bar and he stood up and he went, "This ain't no Margaritaville!" And I laughed so hard, pasta shot out of my nose. That's the funniest thing you can yell when being kicked out of a Fridays. This ain't no Margarita! He was fighting it. He would not leave. They had to call the cops on this guy. The police show up to remove him. And that's when I realized he was a genius. Because the cops were putting handcuffs on him, and he yelled this. He went, "This guy's got a gun!" And it confused the entire restaurant. Everyone was like, why does someone have a gun in here? That doesn't make any sense. Even the cop was like, I had one, but I'm supposed to have it. This is my gun. I got the badge and everything. Y'all are fun. I like drinking. Everybody else drinking? I quit drinking tequila. No more tequila for me. Yeah. It transforms me. It's not good for me. Like a shot of tequila is like a full moon. And I transform from a mild-mannered fat man into a maniac. Just running around the bar at the end of the night, biting people like, "Now you're an alcoholic too!" I scurry off into the woods. Wake up the next morning just covered in Taco Bell wrappers. There's a half-eaten deer in my bed. How does this keep happening? My roommate's like, I don't know, you carried it up the stairs in your jowls. Looks like you hunted it down in the night. If you're at your house and it's past 2:30 in the morning, don't leave. There's nothing out there for you. I made a mistake. I did that. It was a Sunday night, 2:30 in the morning. My roommate went, "Taco?" Before he could say Bell, we were driving the car. I was in that fucking car. I blacked out. I was driving the car. Should have been a normal Taco Bell adventure. We pulled up, got the little machine box. I was like, two gorditas. We'll have 2 chicken quesadillas. There's many of those styrofoam churros, as you can shove in the bag. And then the machine box was like, and I was like, that's exactly what we'll have. Thank you so much. That sounds fantastic. Pulled up to the next window, there's a lady working the register. I hand my credit card to her. She swipes it, hands it back to me, and she disappears into the bowels of the Taco Bell to create a probably alone. 2:30 on a Sunday. It's her and maybe one other person. And then me and my roommate were just sitting there looking at ourselves. We both look up at the same time. And blocking the drive-through exit with his body was a man. Wearing a tattered black mechanic's jumpsuit, black leather gloves, and a box on his head with eye holes. When we made eye contact with him, he began barking at us like a dog. And I was like, oh no. We're in a horror movie. We're the two stoners who die in the beginning. Main character's in the car behind us. She's gonna see it all happen. And then Boxhead will chase her for 2 to 3 movies. But we're about to get fucking murdered. I panic. I start to roll my window up. Hopefully he's allergic to glass. It's his one weakness. But that's right when the woman's returning with our food. Mostly rolled up window. Not how drive-thrus work. So she goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Through the crack, I had to be like, "I'm sorry. There's a maniac. Please fucking help us. Please fucking help us." And the woman casually leans her head out the window, looks the man up and down, and then leans back into the Taco Bell and goes, "Kyle! The guy's back! He's back! Garbage can Michael Myers has returned. Homeless Jason, this is his Taco Bell. 18 years ago, there was a murder." Also, how terrible is Kyle's life? He works the late shift at Taco Bell on Sundays. And now he has to go outside and fight a murderer for minimum wage. I watched the kid walk out. He couldn't have been more than 18 years old. Broom over his shoulder. Like he just stepped off a chopper into Vietnam. He didn't know how to use the weapon. He walked up with the broom, just started to pet him. Boxhead took the broom, threw it across the street. Kyle's like, "Oh no, my weapon's gone." He turns to run, but he's wearing those shitty black sneakers you have to wear. And one just came the fuck off. And Boxhead, not a slow killer, just tackles him straight into these tall bushes. Boom! And he's just fucking him up. Today. The bushes are shaking like a velociraptor is attacking a human. And then the lady just hands me my bag of food like nothing is happening. And me and my roommate drive slowly past a murder. He's just checking for the items. It's like, they got the gorditas. Quesadillas are here. Oh my God, so many of the styrofoam churros. Kyle's dead. That man was murdered. They folded his uniform up into an American flag, and they brought it home to his mama's house. They're like, "Live Moss." For Kyle no longer lives Moss. Go after this, I did drugs during the pandemic. Anybody else drugs during the pandemic? My buddies hit me up, and they were like, "Dude, we have to do mushrooms before the world ends. We have to. We gotta do them. We've never done mushrooms before. Can you get us mushrooms?" And I was like, "Do you guys have any idea how much mushrooms cost?" Of course I can get you mushrooms. I'm your fucking guy. It's $1,000 a gram. Times were tough. Got the mushrooms for everybody. We took them. We were having a great time. But one buddy started to freak out. Staring at the blank white wall for too long. And I was like, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" He turned around, he had tears in his eyes. I was like, "This painting is making me feel sad." And I was like, "Ruh-roh. We're in trouble." He's like, "I feel different." feel different on the inside. Not sure if I'm gonna be okay. Am I gonna be okay? And I was like, bud, you're in a room full of people who care about you. Have a sip of water. Everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. But what I actually said was, run! They're already here! Fuck that guy. He gave me a 150 milligram edible at a house party one time. Payback's a bitch. And an elephant never forgets. Thank you guys so much. I've been JC.
Pumped to be here. Just pumped to be doing comedy. I used to work at the Home Depot. I don't know if you guys been there before, but that's a pretty sad place. Slogan for Home Depot is "You can do it, we can help." And it's vague, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about suicide. Just saying, that's how I felt most of the time. Spent a lot of time on the rope out, just hanging out. Okay. Well, I travel around a lot. I stay at a lot of different hotels. I don't always get the best hotels. I was in this hotel recently and nothing worked. The elevator didn't work. I finally got up to my room and the Wi-Fi didn't work. So I went back downstairs. I was like, hey, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. And he was like, yeah, it's a little shaky. But the network name is Ramada Inn1. And that's when I realized why it was shaking. Because we weren't at a Ramada Inn. I could see the Ramada Inn through the window. People in there on their laptops having a good time. He was like, but it works real good down here in the lobby. Why don't you just use it here in the lobby? I'm like, well, obviously you don't know what I need Wi-Fi for. You know what I mean? I'm not working on a spreadsheet up there, buddy. I got stress. I like to wave like this. I do this a lot. I like to wave like this at the end of a joke. Just so you know that joke's over. A lot of times you'll know because you'll be laughing. Other times I'll have to give you one of these. I like to read bad hotel reviews. I read one the other day. This guy was like, this hotel room is so disgusting. There was bugs in the bed, blood in the carpet. I felt like I was going to catch a disease. And that continental breakfast was a joke. I was like, dude, you stuck around for breakfast? You gotta get out of there, man. He's like, I don't want to sit on none of this stuff, but let's see what they got to eat around here. I was in one hotel room and they had a sign inside the room that said, not responsible for stolen items. So I took some stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not responsible either. I don't even work here. You know what I mean? I've been needing a lamp with some plugs on it. Tired of plugging my stuff into a wall at home. Get a lamp I can plug some stuff into. Hard to find a lamp with USB ports on it, you know what I mean? One hotel room had a list of all the things you could steal and how much it cost, you know? That way if you want to steal it, they'll just charge you to your account. But they had an ironing board on there for like $20. I was like, that seems like a pretty good deal. Like, I don't do a lot of ironing board shopping, so I don't know. But $20 seems cheap. But also, who's bold enough to steal an ironing board from a hotel? You're at checkout, like, nah, I had this when I came in. Yeah, it looks a lot like yours, but I always travel with an ironing board. Good thing, because there's not one in that room. I didn't bring this. I'd be wrinkled up right now. I don't even know how to iron. You know what I mean? I don't know how it works. I know what you do. You know, I know the process. You know, plug it into the lamp, and then you let it heat up. You get a little water in there, and then you shoot it. You know what I mean? It's supposed to. I don't know what that does. It just makes it wet, and I try to dry that water. You can heat that water up, but I got a new TV recently, and not from a hotel, from a gift. It's been a long time since I upgraded, and I wanted to get rid of the old one, but I didn't want to throw it away, so I decided I would take it to Goodwill. And I showed up at Goodwill with this old TV, and the Goodwill guy was like, nah. He said, we don't take TVs like that anymore. But they did take it. Later that night, when they were closed. Just drop that thing right off. I'm not getting rejected from Goodwill, is what I'm telling you. Not today, not any day. That's a gift. You don't turn down a gift. I had a guy come up to me after a show one time, real muscular guy, and he was like, that happened to me too. He said, the Goodwill guy came out and he said, we don't take those anymore. And he was like, you won't take it right now, but you'll take it tonight.
This vessel is a class 100.
I was like, wow, that's a different approach. I think if I worked at Goodwill, I'd be like, you know what, I'll just take it right now. I'm not really sure what you mean by take it tonight. I'll just take it while the sun's out. So I dropped it off. I didn't get my receipt though, so I won't be able to claim that on my taxes. That'll be a tough year. You ever do that? You drop off a bag of clothes at Goodwill and they're like, you want a receipt for that? I'm like, nah, I don't want proof I ever owned these clothes. It's like, you see what I'm wearing, imagine what I'm giving away for free. Imagine what I'm too good for. You know? I like to get picture frames at Goodwill. Sometimes you get a good deal in there. Sometimes you can get pictures of other people's family. I don't know how that happens. People are like, well, I'm done with this frame and this family.
Welcome.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me, but not enough to bend a staple in the bank. Just don't have that kind of time.
Let's take a look.
They'll be bending staples in the bank.
Let's take a look.
I heard this guy on the street the other day. He was like, this year I bought all my presents online.
Watch.
Well, except for some of them. And I was like, well, that's why we invented the word most. That's a good joke, and it's a good joke. We're having a good time. Very good joke. I like Goodwill. I got this hat at Goodwill. This hat changes me. A lot of people don't know that it changes me because you haven't seen me without it on, right? But if I take this hat off, you're like, oh man, I bet that guy likes rock music right there. If I put this hat on, you're like, nah, he's got a rock collection. If I take this hat off, you're like, man, that guy looks like the lead singer from the rock band Korn. If I put this hat on, you're like, nah, he grows corn.
Oh, welcome back.
Like a corn farmer. If I take this hat off, you're like, man, I bet that guy smokes weed right there. If I put this hat on, you're like, nah, that guy definitely smokes weed. You know what I mean? This hat can't change everything. You know what I mean? It's not a magic hat. How many people thought my hair was attached to this hat? A lot of people think that. A lot of times people tell me I look like Forrest Gump after he ran for a long time. That's a good joke if it were 1995. And it's still good. It holds up. It holds up. I like to wear this hat when I want to go into a store and just browse, you know?
Welcome.
Because the salesman sees me coming in, he's like, no, I I know you're just looking. Bathroom's right over there. Just try to wash your hands in there. Okay. We're having a
Come
good time.
back anytime. Oh, it's
You think this hat changes me? You should see me without this beard. I shaved this beard one time. This girl came up to me and she was like, "Oh, I liked you better with the beard," which is the exact same thing as saying, "I don't like the way your face looks. I'll see you in 2 months. I'll take that razor." Okay. I went to a flea market not too long ago. I love a good flea market, and thank you. And I was in there, and this lady had this great deal on DVDs. Right? And I love DVDs. She had 3 DVDs for $5, and that's a good deal. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get 6 of these. That way I can get 6 for 10. 3 for 5, 2 times. Pretty easy. And I went up to this lady and I was like, "Hey, I'd like to get these DVDs." She goes, "How many you got there?" I said 6. She said, "You know it's 3 for 5, right?" I was like, "Yeah, 6 for 10.
come back anytime.
She goes, "Well, I guess." I was like, "Nah, this is your deal. It's just 3 for 5, 2 times." So I figure it's settled, right? I figure, hey, I'm getting it for $10. But then I hear her back there doing math.
Thank you for coming. Please
He's
state your
going,
desired floor.
Then she closed her eyes. She goes, "All right, that'll be $15. I was like, "Listen, I'm not even trying to bargain with you right now. This is your deal. It's just 3 for 5, 2 times. If you want, I'll buy these 3, and then I'll take off this hat." And I'll buy these other 3. And that worked. You know what I mean? She didn't know how that second guy got there, but she sold him some DVDs. You know what I mean? Okay. When you hang out with a lot of broke people all the time, like I do, everything's always fancy to them. Like the other day, I was hanging out with my mom, and so we were out to dinner, and she was like, "Oh, this is so fancy," and I was like, "Mom, it's Olive Garden. Of course it's fancy." That's a good joke, and you don't think it's gonna be a good joke, and then you're like, "Oh, you know what? That is a good joke," and it's a good deal. It's your deal. I used to wait tables. I worked at a seafood restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina. A seafood restaurant called Hyman's. That's right. Just located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. It's true. Just telling you where it's at. And not everyone knows what a Hyman is, and that's okay. I didn't know what it was for a long time, but if you don't know, just go home tonight, look that up. You do that joke on your own time. Just saying, it's a tight joke, and okay, that is too far. I'm sorry about it. Just don't forget, we're having a good time. There'll be times when you're like, I'm not sure if we're having a good time anymore, but I'll be here to let you know. But I used to work there, and it's owned by a family with the last name Hyman. And I was working in there one day, and this lady said to me, she goes, "Oh, are you one of the Hymans?" I was like, "Yeah, because they named me Dusty Hyman." You know what I mean? I'm the oldest one, and no one will touch me. A lot of people would come in there, and they would close the menu, and they would go, "What's good?" Well, open this back up. It's all inside here. Call this the food menu, and we like to think it's all good. A lot of people like to pair up wines with food, you know, and that's cool. But sometimes they do it in weird situations. Like I had this guy go, "What kind of wine do you recommend with the fried catfish?" I was like, "I don't know, Budweiser." Or people come in there and they'll be in a real big hurry. They're like, "Can we be in and out of here in 30 minutes?" I'm like, "Hell, you can leave right now." Don't let me hold you up. Got stuff to do, I hear ya. Some people think they're tricking you, you know? They're like, "Let me get a large glass of water, a lot of lemons, a lot of sugar." I'm like, "You know we sell wine. I'm watching you. See what you're doing." You get a lot of tourists in there, and that's cool, but they ask a lot of weird questions. You know, they're always like, "What's something non-touristy we can do?" Which I think's a weird question, because you're on vacation. You should do touristy things. But they're like, "What's something non-touristy we can do?" I don't know. You can get in your car and go home. You know what I mean? That's the most non-touristy thing you can do. You can buy a house. You know what I mean? Move on in. They're like, "Well, we want to do something local." What's something local? I'm like, "Well, I'm local. Right now I'm at work." If I can get you a job, hell, you can take my shift. Do something the tourists do. There's a lot of words you got to be careful using. The other day I was like, obituary is one of those words. The other day I was on the street and I said that. And he was like, "What'd you call me?" I was like, "You ain't nothing but an obituary." I heard this guy the other day, he was like, "Man, I live so close to that bar, it ain't even funny." And I thought, why would that be funny? He said, "It's so cold outside right now, it ain't even funny." And I thought, has there ever been an appropriate temperature where you can go outside and it's just hilarious? You're like, "Woo, I have to come back in, catch my breath. It's just too funny out there right now." I was gonna go to the store, get us some snacks. I can't do it right now. Wait till it cools down or heats up, one of the two, but the temperature it's at right now is just getting me right in here. Too funny. In the summertime, we have what they call the heat index, you know? That's why the weatherman comes on TV and he says, "Looks like it's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow." But it feel like 100 because of the heat index. I'm like, man, that's pretty convenient. Wish I could use that for things in my life, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna take a girl out on a date and we get back to my car and I'm like, "Listen, I know it looks like I drive a 1992 Ford Tempo. It's gonna feel like a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Because of the heat index. Well, if we're out, we're having some drinks, I'm like, "Listen, I know it looks like I'm trying to get you drunk. It's gonna feel like we're getting to know each other. Because of the heat index." Or if we get back to my place, I'm like, "Listen, I know it looks like I live in a trailer. It's gonna feel like a double wide. You know what I mean? Because of the heat index. Plus, we just got that one window unit, so it's gonna be hot. Toasty. I don't know where my credit score's at these days. I don't know a lot about credit scores, you know. I've been seeing a lot of commercials for checking your credit score. These commercials act like you can fix all your problems by just checking your credit score. They say they don't give you no other instructions, you know. They just want you to check it. They say things like, "You don't live with your parents forever, do you? You gotta check that credit score." It's like if you check it and it's bad, it's still bad. Like checking don't help. Like, I'd like to see this play out in a bank somewhere. You know? Like some guy comes in to get a loan, and the banker's in, he's like, "Well, Jim, your credit score's good. I see here you've been checking it." We appreciate that, so. Be in the house. every one of those credit score commercials, the people on the TV, they never heard of checking their credit score. They have no idea, right? They never heard of a credit score. They pull out their phone, check it, great credit. Wow, amazing. I want to see a real credit score commercial. When the guy pulls out his phone, he's like, what, 170? Is that good? And then someone comes in and takes his phone. Put a little fear behind checking your credit score. You said roll tide. You can't get that. I grew up in Alabama. Where I come from, you're either an Alabama fan or you went to college, right? All right. Okay. All right. We're having a good time, but I didn't go to college, so roll tide. You know what I mean? Okay. That joke's for everyone, and that joke's for everyone. We're having a good time. I grew up in a trailer park, which wasn't that fun, so not sure why they call it a park. You know what I mean? There wasn't no rides in there. No water slides. We had like an occasional slip and slide. Or like an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent on it. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time. Because we was going jumping. That's not how that works. At all. I hit that tree root, I just got a job. I'm done playing out here. I'm done playing, period. I got medical bills now. We never went camping growing up, because like I say, I grew up in a trailer, and we felt like we had a pretty good idea what camping was all about. I mean, we're like, nah, we already kind of live in a camper. We don't really need to take it down to a tent. Like, we know what it's like to be poor. We're not trying to find out what it means to be homeless. We're not trying to practice homelessness. I used to hear this expression a lot growing up. People say that kind of money. You ever hear that kind of money? You might hear it in conversation. You go, "What? You hear about Bob? Yeah, I heard he got a new boat. Man, I wish I had that kind of money." Like it's a different kind. Nothing to do with the amount. You know what I mean? He's got the kind of money since his kids in college. He got time to get mine out of jail. That kind of money. There is a lot of different kinds of money out there. Like when I was a kid, but there's like old money, new money, blood money, drug money. We didn't have any of that. What we had was good money, right? Good money. That's where your parents buy you something you don't like. They go, we paid good money for that. Good money buys the worst stuff, too. It's never anything good. Good money buys like airbrush t-shirts with your name on it. From Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Dollywood, you know what I mean. I had a lot of t-shirts with wolves on it growing up. My mom thought I'd look good in a wolf t-shirt. She was like, the more wolves the better, put them all over that thing. Maybe put a little moon on there, give that wolf something to howl at. I had a hat growing up, just had my name airbrushed across the top. Just said Dusty. That's just so I wouldn't get kidnapped. Kidnapper sees that hat, he's like, nah, his family ain't got no money. Just give him the candy, yeah? Just let him have, he probably ain't had candy in a long time. I'm out there trying to get in the van. They're like, no, we are kidnappers. I'm like, I know, I'm a kid. Trying to get napped up in here. I had this trailer park for a while.
I've got
The thing that was the most fun for me about living in a trailer park was tornadoes, right? Because I got to leave. I had to go to a real house for a little while. I love going to a real house. I'd be like, man, look at all these bricks in here. The only time I ever seen a brick's when it came through my window. With a note on it. It said, cut your grass. That's how they do it in the Mobile Homeowners Association. Mobile Homeowners Association. Sometimes I say that twice. It's a good joke. That is fun. Mobile Homeowners Association. You know what I mean? One December we had a tornado warning, and I was listening to the radio, and they were telling us what to do during this tornado warning based on what kind of house you live in. They were like, if you live in a house with a basement, go into the basement. If you live in a house without a basement, go into a...
It's good beer. Me and my buddy got in yesterday. We did a set in La Jolla, and we ordered an Uber from the hotel, and the Uber got there, and what I think the driver was trying to text me was, hello, I'm outside. Right? Text I got from dude was, help, I'm outside. And I was like, oh, shit, dude. All right, well, 100% just going to cancel this Uber and order a Lyft. Serious, dude? Trying to get to a show. Come out there and fight crime. Worth the $10 cancellation fee to never know what happened to that man. You know what I mean? R.I.P., dude. The rest of the set might be too dark for California, but we're gonna try it. we're gonna dip our toes in. Let me ask you this: do you guys ever wonder if maybe like we're already in hell and it's like not that bad? You ever think of that? You know, like sometimes it's super bad. You're like, this is hell for sure. But sometimes you're like, wait a minute, dude, this water park sells beer? Fucking, maybe this isn't hell, dude. I mean, like, a loving God wouldn't do this to us, but this right here, well, this is all right, you know? I don't know, man. Like, anybody ever wait tables? Anybody, any servers? A few? Hell yeah, dude. If you've done that, you know, at the very least, we're probably in purgatory. You know, like, people are such animals at restaurants. Like, dude, I waited on this lady one time, and she was like, I was like, hey, can I get you something to drink? She was like, yeah, I'd like a glass of wine. I was like, all right. She goes, I don't like red. I was like, okay, we have white wine. She goes, I don't like white either. I was like, all right, dude, well then go to jail. I don't know. You're not allowed to leave your house if this is how you behave in public. Or just bars and, like, do you ever walk into a bar and just like wish they would bring back the draft? You know? We have too many of the same guys. Enough Jeffs from finance. You know what I mean? We don't need... Go serve your country, Jeff. Get the fuck out of here. Rich dicks. Dude, speaking of that, I don't know why, like, Instagram keeps showing me this thing on my feed. It's about this dude who's, like, reverse aging himself. Does anybody see this dude? Yeah. Right? Okay, like, he looks horrifying, by the way. He looks like a teenage seal or something. I don't know. But he keeps showing to me, he's like 45, but really he's 40 because he's doing all these things to reverse age himself. And one of the things he's doing is he's getting blood transfusions from his 17-year-old son, right? This guy's nodding, he gets it. But the article I read called it his blood boy. That's hell, dude. That's definitely hell, you know? Day one of hell, they're like, hey, welcome to hell, dude. Give your blood to your dad. Okay.
I know you.
Oh, man.
I've got some
Here's another thing
real
that maybe... You know
professional
that suicide used to be illegal? That's so funny to me, dude. I don't know. It's just so hilarious to me that the government was like, no, you have to stay. Everyone's doing it. No fair. Also, if you successfully do it, kind of the perfect crime. You know what I mean? They're like, you can't. You're just like, you never catch me, copper. I'm already in hell with fucking Janis Joplin or whoever used to be cool. Yeah, it's the darker you get, the more you guys are pulling back, and that's fair. You know what I mean? It's okay. We can lighten up a little bit. Anybody else here got red hair besides me and Brad? No? Okay, no brave souls. I mean, it'd be hard to live in California with red hair. It's fucking bad. Dude, I did this joke in Miami a couple weeks ago, and it was like a full club. I was like, anyone have red hair? And this girl in the second row goes, ugh, no. Thank you, miss. Yeah, dude, people love making fun of redheads, which is such a nice thing to do to people with a disease. You know what I mean? It's not a disease, but it is a mutation that has to do with like vitamin D and melanin and the sun, and boy howdy does no one give a single fuck about any of that. Love to trash this. Dude, like I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and I used to get made fun of all the time. And like I didn't, like the first time I heard fire crotch, I'd never heard that term before, right? I also didn't even have pubes. Like it was, okay. Like I was an idiot. Like I knew pubes would happen to me, but like because I saw my dad's hog, so I was like, oh hey. If I never connected the dots, they would be red. And spoiler alert, doesn't fucking happen, you know. So some kid was like, "Shut up, fire crotch," and I was like, "Okay, idiot. What does that even mean?" He's like, "It means you have red pubes," and I was like, "Dude, is that gonna happen to me? God damn it! I didn't even think about that." But yeah, I had like no comeback. What do you say to that? Like, no, dude, I'm actually fucking still hairless, dude. Like what? I don't even fucking have balls, dude. Who's a loser now, dude? What's up? Got smooth ass, slippery dolphin balls, son. What's good? Also, we were in like 4th grade, so like, who's rocking Bush right now, dude? Are you guys? I was like, are we doing pubes? Nobody told me, dude. Somebody, you have pubes? Somebody show me your dick, dude. Put 5th grade hogs out. Let me peep. Also, I'm pretty sure we're the only group of people that it's still socially acceptable to just openly trash all day long. Like, everyone else is like, hey, you can't say that anymore. Yeah, we don't call them that anymore. Yeah, we don't say sexless loser anymore. We say asexual. Yeah, that's the A in the TV. Yeah. And then redheads are like, who are those ginger queefs? Okay, fucking pink freaks. And here's what I will say in defense of people that hate redheads is there's like not a single place in the world, not a restaurant or a venue or a gathering place, where if you walked in there and it was packed with redheads, you'd be like, hell yeah, dude. Nowhere. Like not even a bagpipe concert would you be stoked for that. Like, you know, like if you go to a Chinese restaurant and it's like full of Chinese people, you're like, fuck yeah, we nailed this, dude. This is gonna be awesome. If you walk in anywhere and it's packed with redheads, you're gonna be like, yo, dude, we gotta scoot. Yeah. Right now, I don't know what's happening in here. I think the devil is about to show up. Or they're gonna light a dog on fire or something. Whatever this is fucking not cool, dude. Time to go. I like animals a lot. I watch a lot of animal documentaries. And like sometimes I'll get stoned and watch it, and it always bums me out that the camera people cannot help any of the animals that are in trouble ever. Like I know they can't because of science, but like, and I don't care about all of them. Like, you know, the wildebeest with the alligator, I don't care about them. But like, not even the babies, dude. You can't even like. They'll be like, these baby birds are 3 days old. All will die from snakes. I'm like, what, dude? Help them! You're right there. Get those fucking snakes out of here. Or like whenever they show like sea turtles being born, they'll be like, there are 11 of these sea turtles left in the world. And then there's like between 3 and 4 million being born on the beach. And as they hatch, the whole beach turns into like a buffet for like wolves and eagles and shit. And like if those camera people would just like put it on a tripod and just start firing those little baby turtles into the sea. If they would do their part, I think we could use plastic straws forever. You know what I mean? Like, get them out there. Help them. Dude, speaking of birds, here's a fun thing that me and birds have in common is that we both exclusively have diarrhea. Pretty cool. Not for me, but it's cool for birds. And it's cool for everybody. It's cool for society. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine if birds didn't only have diarrhea? The whole world would be different. If birds were taking like beefy fucking logs all the time, dude, buildings would be different, cars would be built, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't, our whole world would be a different story, dude. Like if birds were constantly just raining down like just fucking fat logs, dude. Like some birds are huge, some birds are like bigger than dogs. They're like big, you know, from up to like, and there's some are fat, like dude, a peregrine falcon tops out at like 200 miles an hour. Like if that thing took a shit going 200 miles an hour and it was like a load, dude, like that would kill a man. That would go through your sternum. Like, so, yeah, it's great. Oh man, I'll get out of here in a sec. Are we watching porn? Yeah, right? California? Yeah. Isn't it all like made here, I think? I don't know. I watch a little bit, like a small amount, I think. I don't know. I have friends that watch so much, like, I don't know. Like, I have buddies that follow porn like it's a fucking NBA season. They, like, know everyone's names and they're on there for 3 hours. And, like, for me, I'm just like, hey, I just want to peek in here for, like, 20 minutes, see a couple of thick milfs, and I'll get the fuck out of here, dude. Back to my day. And, like, even from the small amount of porn that I watch, like judging by like the ads on the side or like the videos that play beforehand sometimes, like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm one of the only men in America without some kind of like fucking masturbation machine. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a fleshlight, but there's like a motor on it now. And they're like, yeah, you put lube in this end and diesel fuel in that end. Fuck this thing. And they look insane. Like, it doesn't look like you should put a penis anywhere near these things. Like, it looks like a tool you would use to clean like the bottom of a boat to get like barnacles off or something. And like the advertising is so intense and aggressive. It's just like in your face and like macho. It's just like, hey, what the fuck? What, are you still jerking off with your own hand? What are you, dumb and gay? That's a dude's hand. You need the fucking Hog Smasher 5000, dude. Put your dick in here. We combine aerospace technology and gas station car wash engineering to make sure you fucking come so hard you'll pass out and your dick will be hamburger meat, you loser. Put your dick in this thing. Leave a review. Introduce yourself to other guys who left reviews. You're a brotherhood now. I don't have one of those. You guys, that'll do it for me. I've been Matty Ryan. Keeping over red.
Good to see you. Bald King in the building. How are we? We got any other Bald Kings here? Make some noise. I see you, sir. Be proud, but not too proud. When bald white guys get all proud, everyone gets nervous. So just a little proud. Internal pride. Don't express it, but you look good. It's good to see everybody. I just joined you 6 months ago. Took the plunge. Shaved my head. Thank you. I waited too long, I'll be honest. It got pretty gnarly. I'm looking at photos of myself from 6 months ago, texting my friends like, that was my bad. I shouldn't have made you stand next to me like that. That was messed up. That's on me. My apologies. I think I had like reverse body dysmorphia, but for my hairline. Does that make sense? Like, I was too confident. Because I would look at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, you're doing pretty good. That is a man with hair looking back at me. And then I would see photos of myself on stage, and I would be like, I am Friar Tuck. This is unacceptable. Someone bring me a wagon of beer, and I'll sing you a song. What is happening? But I'll be honest, I'm not afraid to admit this. I was pretty scared to shave my head. I was scared. I'll admit that. Because I already look pretty racist. And so this was a big plunge for me. I am currently one bad sunglasses purchase away from being subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. I really am. I won't even try Oakley's on anymore. I'm not interested. No tactical eyewear for your boy. No thank you. No wraparound shades for me. That's what the fun shirt's all about. I only wear loud, fun patterns now. I just want to let everybody know, hey, just a fun guy coming through, you know? Shit, dance, have a nice time. My entire wardrobe now is me just being like, hey, would a neo-Nazi have this good a taste? I didn't think so. I did not think so. I try to save it to me. I'm embarrassed on how much I save it. Pills, shampoo, conditioner, salve, tonics, vibrating massages, laser helmets. Stuff I found on Instagram too, which is embarrassing. A place I've yet to find a shirt that lasts longer than 3 months. I was like, let's see how they do with pharmaceuticals. But this is what happened. I accidentally mentioned that I was losing my hair with my Instagram open. I don't know if you've made that mistake. but the algorithm can hear you. And that is very juicy information to the algorithm. And you're like, ooh, we found his weakness. Alert the targeted ads and destroy his confidence. And he will give us all his money. And it works. It's very easy if you want to get money from men. We're very simple creatures. All you gotta be is like, hey fella, if you don't change it up, no one's gonna want to fuck you anymore. We're like, oh shit, how much to make that not happen? Take it all. Women, you're harder to get. You're more nuanced creatures. You want to get money from women, you gotta hit it in waves. When I see ads for women, I'm not even sure what I'm watching. Half the time I forget it's a commercial. I get so lost in the story arc. I'm enthralled. Ads for women are like, girl, don't you deserve a break? You work so hard, don't you? You're the glue that holds your family together.
I'm doing well. I got Uber Eats for dinner the other day. Uber Eats, it's convenient, but it's weird. It makes your dinner feel like a drug deal every time. I'm just outside my apartment looking for a black Prius. I'm like, what's up, you Alejandro? No, keep driving, bro. Looking for Alejandro out here. Uber Eats, they do this new thing where the guy will hand me my food, and then they'll be like, hold on, let's take a picture. So then I'm just standing there with my kebabs. I smiled for some reason. Did you get it? Is it good? No, I don't like that one. Let's do it again. He was like, dude, I know you're eating the kebabs. Turn into a photo shoot. He's like, take your shirt off in this one. You're the director. You tell, yeah, whatever your vision is as an Uber Eats driver. So I'm on the app too. I'm dating and stuff. Like, dating apps, you find out how ugly you are pretty fast on the dating apps. Yeah, the algorithm's pretty good. I'm letting you know. I'm not so ugly that I don't get any matches, but I am so ugly that what I say definitely matters. I have to be perfect. I have to be meticulous. I have to stick the landing. A hot guy can write anything. A hot guy can be like, sorry for the late reply, I was eating poop last night. She's like, that's hilarious. Let's get drinks. Is poop good? I've seen TikToks that poop is good. Yeah, it's pretty bomb. I'll take you to a Top Oz poop place. You might like it. Whereas I accidentally send an exclamation point. And she's like, I'm out. I can't do this. He's too excited. He's way too into me. I can't do this. Or you'll send the wrong emoji. I'm like, dancing guy? You fucking sent dancing guy? You don't fucking hit her with this up top. Came in hot. You scared her away. You work your way up to dancing guy. Nothing is worse than sending a girl this and then just seeing scene underneath it. Like she's gonna get married and have kids, and this is where you left it. It's just sitting in your pocket for an eternity. Also on the apps, I'll see this. A lot of girls will be on there and they'll say like, I'm just here for friends, which I don't get. Like, why? It doesn't seem like the best place to make friends as a woman. Like a dating app, with guys. I feel like there's a lot of ulterior motives on there, you know? It'd be like if a zombie hit me up to have lunch. And I was like, okay, zombie, but I don't want you to eat my brains. He's like, oh, no, just friends, just friends. Oh, just friends. Yeah, this means too much to me. I don't want to jeopardize this. I value our friendship. Okay, because you lurched at me last time. Oh yeah, my bad, that's on me. Yeah, my bad, yeah. We go Chili's, we go Applebee's. This is random, but I had a wet dream the other day. Not to brag. But my dreams are going pretty well. Some girl was like, in your dreams, and I was like, see you in a couple hours. Well, fancy meeting you here. In my dreams. I think the weirdest thing about wet dreams is if you jizz in the dream, you jizz in the real world. That's crazy. That's like the Matrix. Like, what happens if I jizz in the dream world? Then you jizz in reality. The body cannot live without the jizz. I told my girlfriend at the time that I had a wet dream, and she was like, was it about me? And I was like, yes. Yes. My brain could have had sex with anyone in the world with 0 consequences. Yet it still chose you. There were these naked Playboy models, and I was like, move, bitches. You're in front of my girlfriend. Sorry about them, babe. We never spent enough time together and we're awake. Thanks for visiting me in my dreams. Isn't it crazy? Every guy in here has a sack full of jizz right now. Yeah. It's true. Ladies, look to your left. Look to your right. Sack full of jizz. Just millions of sperm. Ready to go. Just, yeah, so many of them. Millions. Women, you have 1 egg once a month. It's very precious. It's like the Wu-Tang album. Fellas, we're like the mixtape guys on the Venice boardwalk. Like, yo, check me out. Yo, yo, burn me. Yo, pass me on. Yo. Here's a copy of me. Yo, everyone. Just want everyone to have a copy of us. Sometimes when we have sex, occasionally women, they want to go back to back. They want to go 2 times in a row. I always think about the workers in the nutsack when that happens. The boss is like, he's going again. The workers are like, what? We just did it. We just put it out. What do you mean? He's going again. Come on, we gotta give him something. Let's go. Chop, chop. I can't give him air. Come on, let's go. Where are we gonna get the water from? We'll pour it from his organs. Fucking, come on, let's jibber jabber. Let's send it out. That's in your 20s. In your 30s, the guy's like, yeah, tell him it's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I don't do rush jobs. Yeah, you give me an hour, I give you a nice batch of jizz. Okay, we're union. This is the union nutsack. You tell your boss. So I'm a Michael Jackson fan. Any Michael Jackson fans? Yeah, cool, nice. Kevin Spacey fans? Where are my Kevin Spacey fans at? Yeah. Harvey Weinstein people, make some noise! I just grew up watching Michael Jackson music videos and everything, and sometimes I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch old Michael Jackson music videos. And I did it recently. I was on YouTube and I watched The Way You Make Me Feel video. Do you guys remember that one? Great video. Very weird watching that video post Me Too movement though. Because in this video, this woman is just trying to walk home after work. And like Mike is following her for like 80 blocks. He's like, 5 blocks, maybe she's into you, but like 80 blocks. At one point, she's trying to get away from Michael through the back seat of a car, and Mike follows her through the car. Watch the video. At the end of it, I swear to God, she's trying to get away from him, and she's in this dead-end alley with nowhere to go. And then she looks behind her, and then Mike and 4 dudes pop out of the shadows. If that happened to you tonight, you'd be like, this is how I die. I'm about to fucking die. You'd be on the phone to police, like, this guy's been following you for 30 blocks, he's been saying Shimon and hee. I think he's on PCP. Do you know what Mama Say Mama Sama Makusa means? He's saying it over and over, he's speaking gibberish. He's grinding his teeth, he's grabbing his dick, and he's coming closer. You'd be so terrified. How would you even describe Michael Jackson to the police? It'd be fucking impossible. Like, I think he's black. Maybe he's white. He has no nose, if that helps you guys. Oh my God, it's on his tippy toes. Please, send help. I visited my parents for the holidays. My parents are from Afghanistan, and one thing that I've noticed about Middle Eastern and South Asian families is they like to keep up appearances. Like, no matter how fucked up things might be going in the family, they like to create the illusion that things are great. White families are too honest. White families will be like, Travis is a wicked mess. We don't know what to do. Like, I'm just checking the mail. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's happening to your family. My condolences. Middle Eastern family would never do that. They would spin it. They'd be like, Abdul cleans the house constantly. Oh, where did your TV go? Abdul started his own business. Already he sell our TV for us. He sell our microwave. He is top salesman. Abdul donate his teeth to charity. That's why he has no teeth. He loves the kids. Yeah, they're from Afghanistan, and the U.S. was there for a little bit, if you remember. Yeah, just like a hot 20. Just a hot 20, in and out, you know, just quick in and out job. They left pretty fast, you know. And I was reading this article that the U.S., they pulled out so fast that they left some Black Hawk helicopters there, and some of the Taliban actually died trying to fly them, which is hilarious. Just to have, I think I can fly a helicopter confidence. Zero experience and be like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, how hard can it be? And just picture some Taliban guy with a beard and a turban in the cockpit, like, okay. All right, a lot more switches than I thought. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, then I put. And it wasn't one, it was multiple. That means after that, the boss was like, Bilal, you get in the next one. He's like, it looks difficult. It looks hard. Omar was our best guy. What the fuck am I gonna? I can't do that. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for coming out to the show tonight. Thank you. What a show. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all clapping, man. You know, as a comic, you know, as an artist, man, we take these claps for granted sometimes. You know, you don't always get the claps. You know, like I've done shows, man, where I came up and I'm so hyped and nobody clapped for me. It was just woo with no claps. You know, and that shit hurts. That silence cuts through you. Sometimes as a comic, you gotta be professional. All right, that's cool. You guys are warming up. You know, some comics do the passive aggressive. Right? Some comics fucking flip out. I flipped out. What I did not realize, though, is that I was at an amputee conference. The one night I let my fucking ego take the fucking wheel. Walked out, I'm like, y'all can do better than that. Put the motherfucking hands together. Get out, y'all, sing! I had the DJ queued up with fucking Cha-Cha Slide. It was very popular at that time. Cha-Cha real smooth! Do-do-do-do-do, come on! Nothing. The little white lady in the middle of the audience stands up. She has no arms or shoulders. Yeah, she look like a fucking chess piece. like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? God damn. She said, you think you're fucking funny, sir? Because you're not. You think this is funny? You're not creative at all. Now, listen, okay? I thought she was trying to heckle me. I'm a roaster, you know what I'm saying? A bitch with no arms. I'm like, thank you, God. Watch this. I'm like, hey, lady, why don't you sit the fuck down? Looking like a goddamn cancer. Take your ass back to Beauty and the Beast house, bitch. Why don't you go back and dance with a spoon to the fucking kitchen? How about that? Looking like a whole pack of balloons. Just shut the fuck up. Looking like a goddamn Oscar award, bitch. I would come down there and I will fucking accept you with the speech. I'll be like, man, I didn't even expect this tonight. Wow, God is good for this one. Where's my mom? You know what I'm saying? Nobody laughed though. I was fucking dying laughing. It was just that sweet spot. Remember back in the day when you was playing Street Fighter and you got 2 or 3 Hadoukens in a row and you figured it out? Down forward, you know what I'm saying? It just felt good. It's always a motherfucker picking E Honda, you know what I'm saying? You gotta back up and Hadouken and whatever. Anyway, I lost the crowd, you know? Nobody, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why is nobody laughing? So then sometimes you gotta dim the light to see. I dimmed the light, looked around, everybody was missing something. I know, they look like them fucked up toys on Toy Story 2. Remember the ones they had? Remember those evil ass toys? Who broke these toys? Who broke these toys? Felt bad, you know, because they didn't want to laugh at nothing I said. I was even doing, you know, the thing comedians do. Give it up for yourself. They didn't even want to give it up for themselves. Stuck. At one point I got vital, like, look, y'all better lighten up before I jump down and beat y'all ass. I will lock the door in this bitch and start pinching ears. Scary movie. You just say, yeah. That's not good. You know what though? That lady, for her to stand up like that with no arms, with perfect balance and go straight up and say that, it made me think, like, man, that's how good pussy is. We don't give pussy enough credit, right? Pussy is fucking amazing, you know? Like, for real. Like, pussy is so good that women forget they're ugly. Don't believe me? Watch this. Scenario. Ready for this? A group of women walking down the street, right? 7 of them look fucking scared, right? 3 of them fucking hot. As the man, what do we say? All right, ladies, looking good. One of them goes, thank you. You're like, why would you fucking respond to an email that you were BCC'd on? You're here for notes. Don't you ever respond. Pussy is fucking amazing. And you know what? Pussy's been the best shit on earth since it got here. The year was 1. Adam was in the Garden of Eden praying by himself. He was a great guy, you know? Studies show that women fucked his life up. It's in the book. He's like, hey God, it's me, Adam. Only motherfucker on earth. You know, you said if I had any concerns or complaints that I could come directly to you, Mr. God. And, you know, I've been watching these monkeys fuck for like 4 months. Every time I try to do it, they run. God came down from back then, you know, Earth was a small mom and pop shop. God knew all the customers. Hey, Adam, what's going on? Oh, hey, God, hey, the monkeys, man, they're not letting me fucking. You said everything in this garden was mine. And God, like, really? They're not letting me fuck? I'm gonna talk to them. What's going on? You lonely? He's like, yeah. And God reached in Adam's chest and grabbed the rib out with no anesthesia. Adam's like, ah! God made the first woman. It's a big deal. You know, this is sex 2.0. You know, men, we're like the free download version of people. You know what I'm saying? That's like a trial run. You know, like we get no parts. The nipples don't work. You know what I'm saying? You get one nut a night later on, like if you're lucky. Women got unlimited nighttime nut minutes. You know what I'm saying? Women are like 48, 49. Man, we got a fucking musket down there. We be like, oh, you better, girl, I'm gonna tear that ass up. You better stay right there. Girl, bye. Did I get you? No, God made the pussy, man. This was a great big deal up in heaven. Everybody talked about it. They was like a little TED Talk on it. People knew pussies were coming out. God made that first pussy, and he was like, all right, man, start with a set of lips, and fuck it, another set of lips, because I'm God. I put the on and off button at the top. And some fur. He stepped back and he beholded that pussy like, wow, that looks good. You know what I'm saying? That looks fucking. Oh my God. Can I see this real quick? Tell y'all a quick story before I get out of here. You know, y'all wanna hear some fucked up shit? Peep this, I almost OD'd on Viagra when I was 16. Crazy. Okay, look, real quick. I play a lot of video games, okay? In my mind, you know how Mario goes? You get a star, you fucking power up. If you get to another star, while you got that star on, it should be a double power up, right? All right, so I was with this chick. Now, mind you, back in the day, you only had like 15 minutes to fuck before somebody's parents woke up or like grandparents' medicine wore off. It was fucking crazy. Right? And it's like, you know, it's a lot of pressure to get your dick hard. And when you really want to, like your brain, you be like, dick hard. And then your dick is like, no, bro, no. And it was like a fucking, you know, and then she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, nothing's wrong, but not if you're saying something's wrong. I think something's wrong, you know? And then my dick is like, man, I'm out of here, man. Fuck this. I ain't got time. So I went and told my dad, I'm like, Dad, look, I couldn't get it up. He said, dude, you just gotta go okay? I got these blue pills in my dresser. Next time you finna fuck, take some of that shit. The prescription was some of that shit. So, the girl called me and said, hey, we have to rush. My parents are gone. I said, bet. I put on my gray sweatpants. You know the real thin ones you get them from Walmart. They have no pockets. You know what I'm saying? You really only use them for showing how big your dick is. You kinda got it. You know what I'm saying? I call them my nigga leggings, right? I put on my nigga leggings, right? I go on my dad's dresser, right? I see the pills. The pills say Pfizer, and on the other side they say 100, right? I take 6, okay? Okay, we know now, right? But I was a kid, right? So, bam, I get my dad's keys and I'm driving, right? Finna get some, I'm on the way, right? I'm on the way. All of a sudden, I get a headache, right? Little headache in the front and in the back and on the sides, right? I'm like, whatever, this fucking, you know, I'm not tripping. Ain't no headache ever stopping no pussy. I'm on the way. I'm on the way, right? All of a sudden, my ears start bleeding, right? I'm like, what the fuck? You know, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? This is whatever, because you know, deaf niggas fuck. I don't need to hear no pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the way, right? I'm on the way, right? All of a sudden, I sneeze. Okay? My dick busts through my sweatpants, right? It's bigger than I've ever seen it, right? Like, I'm trying to drive, and it's like, and I'm like, right? I'll get new pants later, because I'm on the way, right? Right? I'm driving. All of a sudden, for whatever reason, I go blind, right? I'm like, okay, this is a problem, okay? I pull over to the shoulder, said, let my eyes relax. All I need to do is see a little bit, and then I can be on the way, right? So I'm chilling, all of a sudden my eyesight comes back, but it's purple. Good enough, right? All of a sudden my hearing snaps back, and I hear a person screaming at me, sir, sir. I look, fucking flashlight, it's a cop, right? I'm not on the shoulder, I'm in the fast lane. He's like, sir, license and registration. Put that goddamn dick away, right? I'm like, sir, I can't put the dick away, sir. I can't put the dick away. But I got my license. I go in my pocket. Oh, I don't have any fucking pockets. I got on my nigga leggings. Friday night, 11:30. I'm 16. I look 11. I gotta go to jail for the weekend. What I realized though, that when you go to jail with your dick looking like that, you run shit. I walked in there like, shut the fuck up and sit down! This is my jail now! I immediately became the leader of the gang. They named me Rock. That was my nickname. A couple guys tried to challenge me for my spot, but it never got physical. I would be like, what? Is there a fucking problem? I didn't allow any fighting, because we're better than that. You know, guys would bring me their issues. Hey, Rock, Ray stole my noodles. I'm like, Ray, get over here. What is wrong with you? Don't do it again. Hey, man, my name is CP. You guys are fucking amazing.
I'm single, but I got a good attitude. You know, that's all I got because I don't have the confidence, especially for the apps. Y'all on there getting judged all day. I don't even have the right mentality. Like, I don't care who swipe left or who swipe right. I just want to know who look at my profile and just close the app. Like, everybody got somebody that make them swipe up. Save battery and go outside. Who hates jumpsuits is where I want to find. Got weird goals, like, really trying to get canceled lately. That looks fun. Get a lot of it's easy for artists to get canceled. Cancel culture goes after artists easily. Like, when you get rid of the art, you got to get rid of everything you ever made. And they don't do that with other professions, right? Because they think we need
I know you.
They made, you know, like
I've
we
got
found out a
some
bunch of
real
fucked up
professional
things
quality
about Albert
items
Einstein.
today.
Nobody's gonna be like, hey man, fuck equals MC squared. That shit don't even slap no more. Stop. Stop using the laws of gravity. That's what I want to find. I want to find some dirt. Who invented gravity? I've been drinking. Newton. Oh, I want to find any dirt on Isaac Newton. Just so hey, gravity canceled. I'm like, whoa, we need gravity. No, either walk off this building right now, or you not an ally. I'm like, fuck. I guess I got to plummet to prove a point. No, I've been an artist since I was in high school, my freshman year of high school. Come with me on this. My freshman year of high school, I was a virgin. Okay, y'all there? All right, no section. Get past the jumpsuit, you know what I'm saying? I had blown out no backs my freshman year of high school. My best friend, also a virgin, he came to me one day. He was like, bro, we gotta lose our virginity. Not to each other, but we gotta lose our virginity. Cause we in high school and we got reputations now. So I was like, cool, I got a perfect plan. So I joined the ballet team, right? Here's why. I had just learned what osmosis is. All the pretty girls are on ballet. Osmosis, when two things are so close together that they merge, right? I'm like, I look lame, trying to kickball change my way into some pussy. That's the plan. At 14, pretty solid. I do it for this act. Kickball change my way into some pussy. I joined a team called Guys and Dolls. I'm one of the guys. Everything going perfect, right? So one day, same friend came to me for a text message. He ran, he had a breath. He's like, bro, it's a rumor out there. And I'm like, what? The streets talking? What they saying out there? He like, bro, it's a rumor out there that you gay. That you fucking the other guy on Guys and Dogs. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro, hold on, this is serious. Hold on. You mean to tell me people think that I'm having sex? Mission accomplished. What the fuck is the problem? I'm reaching for high fives. He was like, nah, man. But they think you having sex with a dude. And I was like, yeah, but they don't think you having sex with anybody. Like, I don't even know if I can hang around you anymore. I have a reputation now. Sashayed away from the conversation. As an artist, I spend a lot of time at Starbucks, right? And I'm really like, my goal is to get this one barista canceled. I don't know if they mess up your name at Starbucks, but that never happens to me. Because my name is Clark, right? Pretty simple. Can't fuck that up, but it happened. I have a very basic Starbucks order. Large iced coffee. Very simple. No long receipt, none of that. I ordered it, I got my cup back, true story. She spelled my name Clark with 3 K's. At the end. Yeah! How you got I walked back up to her. She was like, is there a problem? I'm like, yeah. I ordered a grande, not a grand wizard. I don't know why that's on the menu. She was a very embarrassed white woman. She went through all her white woman apology steps. She patted the bread a little bit, that motion. And she put the hair behind the ear, so she was really sorry. Like, this is what got her excuse got me. She was like, I'm sorry, but when you said your name, you stuttered. I said, bitch. Nobody stutters at the end of a word. We just stopped saying the word. Second, if I pronounce my name Clark, I either need a new carburetor, but I don't need a large iced coffee with a shot of espresso. You should be taking stroke protocol at that point. But that is how you get a free t-shirt at Starbucks, ladies and gentlemen. It's very simple, mild inconvenience. That's why I like to go to this one place where that don't exist. Like, very comfortable place, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia, no xenophobia. Spelled with an X, no xenophobia. Y'all know where that is? Anybody know? It's this place some of y'all been. It's called the Dollar Store. It's the humblest place on earth. Nobody shopping at the Dollar Store got the audacity to think they better than anybody else. 6 cash registers, 1 employee. You know what I mean? Come on, Dollar General, where your army at, man? I'm trying to buy Christmas lights in the summertime. I didn't grow up poor. I grew up the oldest. When you're the oldest, I don't care how much money your parents have, right? You had it the worst. You were a test baby, you know? Like, if you really grew up messed up as the oldest, like, all your baby pictures are in apartments you don't recognize. Just sepia tone sadness. You point at the point where, like, yo, Pops, what Christmas was this? Your father, like, oh, that's when we lived in the U-Haul. Yeah, that's before the business took off. Sorry about that. We were happy. Look at you with your favorite dolly. You love boxes. There's nothing wrong with being broke. Everybody goes through it. You just gotta listen close enough. Like, I was jogging the other day. Yes, I jog. One of my favorite artists, Ludacris. First big hit was a song called What's Your Fantasy? You've been to a white wedding reception, you've heard it. It's right after Genuine Pony, but right before Don't Stop Believing, right? Right in that sweet spot. It's his first big hit. He was broke when he made the song, right? Everybody know the hook. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna down to the flow, and I wanna you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. Yeah, everybody know that part. That's the part we come on. It's committed to memory. But do me a favor when you go home, like listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, the like bars of the song, because we know the hook, but listen to the lyrics of the song. Re-listen, right? Ludacris sound like a dude who wanna take a girl home, but he don't have a home to take her to. Trust me. He's just making up all these free places to have sex, trying to sound spontaneous. Ludacris like, yeah, how about up in the library on top of books? No. You can't fuck on top of nonfiction. Stop it. He gets worse. He's like, how about up in the pouring rain under the train? Nigga, that is a hobo hotel. Nobody's trying to fuck under a train, boxcar. Up on the roof. No, Luda, under the roof. In a house that you own, I promise, it's way more common. I love music though. I got all the apps on my phone. You know. I found this out about me. I don't know if y'all like this. Like I discriminate with the apps. I talk to them carefully. Like I'd be like, hey, but I'd be like, hey Alexa, fuck you doing? Get off the phone, right? I don't know why I treat them like that. Besides like how they respond to my requests. Like I'd be like, hey Siri, can you play Niggas in Paris? Siri, like, I can't say that. I have ninjas in Paris. I'm like, just play John Mayer, okay? We both like that. But if you got like Alexa or like Google, it don't matter. Like you ask them for a song, they don't give a fuck. They will go on YouTube and find the nastiest, dirtiest version of whatever you ask for. They don't give a fuck about the song, they just want to embarrass you, right? Like I was like, hey Alexa, play Niggas in Paris. And Alexa came back with Niggas in Prison. I'm like, bitch, where did you find this remix? I am in Target. You gotta warn me before you play Niggas in Prison. So I just swiped up and got up out of there. Hey, y'all been a lot of fun. I've been Clark Jones. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for coming. Please state your desired
The world
form.
is in such chaos that I had to watch the news a lot this year. So a lot of shit was popping. One of my friends called me and said, yo, turn the TV on. There's some shit happening, you gotta watch it. I said, no, you know I don't fuck with the news like that, I ain't watching it. He said, no, you gotta watch it. I said, no. He said, all right, I'm gonna say.
I'm so happy because I was just in Austin, Texas, so it's nice to be back around white people I can trust again.
I just moved to your country. Thank you for having me.
Well versed when it comes to
There's that warm American welcome to the foreigner. We love that. Look at that. Yeah, no, I do feel like I came at the end. Like I spent my whole life being like, I'm gonna go to America, and then I got here and I was like, oh, I missed it. It kind of feels like I got to a house party at 3 a.m. and everyone was like, dude, this place is going off. And then I got here and there was like police and it was on fire and people are punching each other in the hand. Some guy comes out, he's like, you should have been here in the 90s, man. We're all going to Dubai, it's fucking done. But I'm here, this is me, I love it. I love America. I'm excited to be here, but I'm from a small country called Australia. It's very chill, so this country freaks me the fuck out. I'm always... Like, I got an Amber Alert the other day, and I shit my pants. It's normal to you to get an Amber Alert. We don't have that in Australia. We have tranquility. So you can understand how terrified I was. I'm at Venice Beach, trying to have avocado toast for $28. And then my phone is like, Amber Alert, kidnapping in progress, 8-year-old girl stolen. I'm like, what am I, fucking Batman? What am I doing? I just got here. What's my obligation? I'm trying to look at a view. Now I'm searching for a Toyota Tacoma all of a sudden. This guy's got a gun, I got a butter knife. Not a fair fight. I understand you guys are defunding the police. Good move. Now it's us, apparently. And the budget cuts. For nothing. Zero pay. Don't you reckon the Amber Alert app, it should be like Uber, where they're like, 8-year-old girl stolen, $2,000. Except rent's due. Let's fucking do it. Scary. I'm learning stuff about your country. I'm trying to fit in, learn a couple of things after being here for like a year, and that is mostly that you have more chance in this country as a homeless dog than a homeless person. Learned that. Yeah, you guys love dogs. You don't give a fuck about people. That's America. Right there. All your empathy goes to the canine. The human, you don't give a shit. I got a lot of American families' houses, and they've always got a rescue dog. I've never gone to an American family's house, and I'm like, who's that? And they're like, oh, that's Steve. He's a rescue. Yeah. We were on a road trip, and the kids saw him under a bridge, and they thought he looked ever so cute. And we brought him home, gave him a wash and a shave, and he's brought a lot of love and light to the house, actually. He's just don't sneak up on him from behind. He's a biter. He will bite you. But he's got no teeth. He's just playing. So he says hello. It is nuts. It's confronting the American homelessness that we have here. You just have to get numb to it a little bit when you see it. You know, like, I got a friend from Africa, from Soweto, Johannesburg, and he said this about America. He goes, why do the people in America adopt dogs? Why do they adopt a dog? They will not adopt a child, but they will adopt a dog. Which is odd because he is white. I don't know why he talks like that, but I invented him, so he talks how I say. But, my fictional friend raises an interesting point, and that is, why do we do adopt dogs, but not many people are adopting kids anymore. That's a big thing. We all would adopt the dogs, but yeah, it's expensive. That's right. And also, I think there's a little bit. You'll help me out here, mate. What happens to the dog in the shelter if it doesn't get adopted? What do they do to the dog? They offer it, yeah. A lot of people say put it to sleep. We've got a big freak down the front here. Straight in. They kill it. I volunteer. Yeah, they kill the dog. And we all know that about shelters. Right? And that inspires us to get the dog. So what I'm saying is this. If we want more kids to find a home, we got to up the stakes a little bit. Because right now, all of us think, oh, they're fine at the orphanage. Not anymore. I want a TV commercial every night where a nun brings a little boy on a screen and a countdown clock starts. She's like, this is Timmy. He likes football and Jenga. Then she puts a Glock to his head. She's like, 4 hours and 16 minutes! You thought you were watching Fallon tonight, but you just adopted a kid. That's what I'm doing, I'm adopting. Yeah, I want to be a family man, but I found out a couple months ago that I'm infertile at 32. Which, that's grim, isn't it? 32. I took a test. This is what the test was. I came on my girlfriend's face. It's true. And the cum hit her in the eye, because that's where I was aiming. Come on, bro. And when the jizz hit her in the eye, my girlfriend shocked me by going, oh my God, babe, I think you're infertile. I was like, what? She goes, I think you're infertile because your cum doesn't sting. And if your cum doesn't sting, that means the sperm is dead because the stinging is from the burrowing into the eye. And I was like, how much research have you put into this? All I could think was, how many gallons of semen have washed across this whore's retina that she can blink and determine fertility? That's all. You look really displeased with what I'm saying here. You think I'm a real pig. I didn't, by the way, just so you know, I didn't like squirt it in there like. I came in my hand and mushed it in because it was science and I needed to know, so. I can't shoot in. I'm not a shooter. I'm saying too much now. Listen, I'm more of an oozer. And that's just me. And it's not sexy. No girl wants you to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking weep on you. Here we go. Yeah, that's not the point. Let's cut that. Everything is scary. The sex here is very. There's no intimacy in American sex anymore. I think we've all been destroyed by porn. A little bit. You feel that? Like, do you remember what you used to be able to come to? I used to, just a tit was enough. I would see a nipple and ejaculate. It wasn't even a woman, it was a fat guy in activewear. And we've been washed with way too much porn, and now I hate myself all the time with what gets me off. You ever come and then you sit at the end of your bed and you just close the laptop lid and you're like, I guess the FBI will be here in 15 minutes. This is not who I want to be. I need help enforcement in some way. It's bad. I quit porn for about 6 months, and then I did return. And you know what I noticed when we returned to Porn with Fresh Eyes is the advertising is very low quality. No major brands are associating on Pornhub.com, which is interesting to me. They make it a sex-positive society, but they won't advertise there. Like, there's no Best Buy ad for an orgy. But why not? If I worked in marketing, I would exclusively advertise my products on Pornhub. It's a big audience, paying attention in a good mood. You get to associate your brand with orgasm. That's as good of marketing as you'll ever have. You just have to link the product to the video, right? Like, oh, you think she sucks? Dyson. You know? You seem to be watching a lot of Step Brother, Step Sister porn. Ancestry.com. We'll find you someone distant enough it's legal to fuck them. That's our porn. Yeah, we're dark in the sex. The sexual energy is too much. I don't like hookup culture. I'll tell you the moment that I was done, and I'll leave you. I brought a girl home, and she immediately got on my bed, and she looked back at me, and she goes, I want you to demean me. I want to be demeaned by you. And I was like, well, I'm about to have sex with you on sheets I haven't washed in 6 weeks, so I'm not telling you how to feel, but demeaned would be right up there. But I wanted to please her, so I was like, what do you want? She goes, I want a daddy to talk down to me and put me in my fucking place. I want a man to degrade and demean me with his words. That's my kid. And I was like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty good at this. Like, the dick is weak, but the insults are strong. She was like, yes, do it. So I went for it. I wanted to please her. I just looked at her and I was like, well, Jess, you've always been a disappointment to your family. Let's start there. Your mum and dad worked tirelessly hard to put you through that school and you were again by never applying yourself. Dropped out and couldn't get a job because you thought you were above hospitality and retail. You're nasty to your friends. You're a user, a taker. You're a non-playable character in the Matrix, really. Just a barely sentient mist. And the only reason I'm even bringing you home tonight is that I've met with 9 other women. They had too much self-respect to say yes to a piece of shit like me. So I'm going to fuck you for 2 to 3 minutes now. And when I come and the testosterone is drained from my brain and I have a clarity of thought for just a moment, I'm going to hate myself in a way you simply can't understand. I'll look at you in the bed and realize we have nothing in common and we've both used each other in some horrible meat exchange. And I'll feel so empty and alone, and I'll think, why is it that I'm with you when there's someone out there who I could truly connect with and be vulnerable and build something real and intimate with? And then I'll remember that I haven't done the work on myself to truly actually give myself to a person because I'm a narcissistic coward. So until then, I guess you'll fucking do. So she's crying, right? She's like, I thought you were just gonna say that I'm a slut. And I was like, and you're that too. Anyway, I'm Amos Gill. It's an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Good luck, America. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I'm from a small town, but I live in a city now, so it's hard to get used to certain things. I went to the suburbs to do a show. There's still swingers out there. Did you know that? They're still thriving. A guy came up to me after a show. He was like, hey, you want to come back to my house, fuck my wife by our pool? I was like, oh my God. You have a house? That's crazy. I haven't seen one of those in years, dude. We don't have swingers in the city. You know, we have polyamorous people. Do you know what a polyamorous person is? It's a swinger without money, okay? That is all that is. That is a swinger without land. And it sucks, man. They'll come up to you with an indecent proposal. They'll be like, hey, do you want to come back to our apartment? Have sex with my partner on our futon? Hey, man. Not a single word in that sentence sounds good, okay? And I don't want to sound like an aristocrat in front of you good people, but if you want me to fuck your wife, you better have a pool, all right? Have something to get me over there. You don't want to come over to a place all excited and you look around and you go, oh man, you guys should not be swinging, you should be saving. This is bad. This is a personal issue for me because I used to live with a broke polyamorous guy. And I know he was broke because we rented the same living room together. I lived on the couch, he lived on the love seat. I was doing a little better than him at the time. One night he comes home all excited. And I go, hey man, what's up? And he goes, dude, I just got a third girlfriend. And I was like, dude, do you see where we are right now? You had 2 girlfriends and you shared a living room with another guy. And your problem was not enough girlfriends. A third girlfriend? How about a second job, man? We are in hell right now. I love living in the city. There's just stuff I have to get used to. I have to get used to the way people talk about aging in the city. I overheard a conversation at a coffee shop. One woman said, man, Daniel Craig is really aging poorly. Daniel Craig is a 55-year-old with a six-pack who is James Bond. If you think he is aging poorly, you do not know what people look like. I am from Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts. Daniel Craig would be the hottest 18-year-old in my town today. You could take Daniel Craig the way he looks right now, deprive him of sleep for 3 days, put him at the starting quarterback position of my high school's football team. People would show up to the game, look at him and go, oh my God, they have a freshman playing quarterback. We're gonna win state this year. And it sucks. It sucks because people will spend thousands of dollars on creams and surgeries to try and look younger, and that's fine, but some people are doing that because they think they are aging poorly. And if you're gonna do that, let me save you money. Don't spend thousands of dollars on the creams. Spend $100
This vessel is
on a bus
Class
ticket
100 clean room.
to Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts.
Thank you very much for using
Walk
this
around for a second. Go, oh, I'm fine, actually. Wow, okay. No sunscreen. All right, cool. All right, you know what? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to run for Miss Buzzards Bay 2023. An award usually given to a woman who can throw a fish the furthest.
Masterpiece has been
I had very supportive parents growing up. My mom was a bricklayer. My mom was a Cape Cod bricklayer. I got my diapers changed by the roughest hands in the world. And it's tough. It's tough. It was tough for her being a woman bricklayer. Like, when she got pregnant with me, it made for a really interesting union meeting. Because they announced at the meeting, one of our members is pregnant, and more than one person looked around and said, a fucking guy got pregnant? Let me tell you why that's amazing. In that moment, it was less likely to those men that a woman was a bricklayer than that a man from Cape Cod performed a miracle, okay?
This one looks worthwhile.
My dad was a yoga teacher. Mom was a bricklayer, Dad was a yoga teacher. People ask me, that must have been an unconventional upbringing. Not at all. I learned the exact same things you people learned, just from the opposite parents. My dad taught me to be kind and sensitive. My mom taught me how to catcall, and that's all you need. My dad taught me you're going to be embarrassed of your dad no matter who he is, no matter what he does, because my dad was cool. He was handsome, athletic, well-spoken, but I was so embarrassed of him. I was embarrassed about how fucking flexible he was. I couldn't take it. You don't want that, dude. You don't want a bendy dad. You can't.
Let's take a look.
You can't respect that. You want what you guys probably had, which is a stiff dad, okay? Walking around like this. That's what you want. Every column in his spine fused together due to a separate work-related injury. That's what you have. Are you behind me? You better not be. I can't look back there. That's what you want. I didn't have that. I had fucking this, dude. You don't want that. You're not gonna respect. Go to your room. No. No. If the man is flexible, I assume the rules are flexible, okay? A little about me, I was in special ed growing up. Any other ed heads in the room? Any ed heads in the damn building? If you're with me, bang your heads against your chairs. Come on, guys. Let's get going. Special ed was great. One of the most important parts of my time, one of the most exciting times of my life. The only issue I ever had with special ed, it made me too confident. I now have too much you can only be told you're special so many times. Until it ruins your life. Because I was too confident back then as a kid. I would walk down the hallways disrespecting cool kids from normal classes. Because I didn't think they were as cool as kids in special ed. I see a cool kid, I'd be like, yeah, man, sure, you can talk the talk. But can you bite the teacher? Being a kid in special ed is great. You're special. You know what sucks? Being an adult with a learning disability. That is not fun. You're not special anymore. You're just the guy who can't read good. That's not fun. And I know I'm an adult with a learning disability because they retested me when I was 18 and the guy came back to me after he tested me. He was like, oh yeah, you still got it, buddy. I was like, Eden. He was like, no, you don't understand. You have the spelling level of a first grader. I was like, are you trying to fucking fight me right now? What is this? But that's how I walk through the world, with the spelling level of a first grader. And it's tough. People don't know how to react to it. Like recently I was texting a woman, obviously very poorly, right? Halfway through, she goes, you know, you spelling bad is actually kind of a power move. And I was like, who hurt you? Who did this? What happened? And she was like, happened has 2 P's in it. I was like, that is not the point of this exchange. She goes, no, you spelling bad, it shows that you're confident because it's nonchalant, it's alpha, it's bold, it's a power move. I was like, man, I wish my teachers had seen it that way. That is cool. I like that. I wish when I was handing in 200-word essays with 300 spelling errors, I wish my teacher would look at that and go, wow, looks like someone made 200 power moves on this essay. We got a new valedictorian, baby. Sometimes after shows, people will come up to me. They'll be like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you were in special ed. And that is a great compliment. But let me tell you, I was in there. I was deep. I had a one-on-one teacher. That is the Purple Heart of special education. A one-on-one teacher. You ask Miss McKean what subject she taught, she would be like, Dan. Dan is the subject I taught. Other times when I tell people I was in special ed, they'll try to be sensitive with me and they'll try to change the words that they use around me, and that's nice. But sometimes when you do that, you can end up hurting a person's feelings more than if you were just normal around them. Like I was talking to a friend recently, and he said the word spaz. He said, I was at a party and a guy spazzed out. And then he got really scared and apologized. Because I don't know if you know this, people say you shouldn't say the word spaz anymore. In fact, people have had to take that word out of albums. It's so offensive. I didn't know that. All I know is my friend said the word spaz and then apologized to me. He was like, oh, dude, I am so sorry. I was like, sorry about what? He said, well, spaz is a word used to disparage members of the neurodivergent community, like you. And I was like, well, it wasn't fucking specific until you just made it that way. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could sensitive your way into saying the meanest thing anyone has ever said to me. What I took from that is you can insult people in a new, fun way I didn't know existed before. Next time you want to call someone an asshole, don't do it. Here's what you do. Have a conversation with them and say the word asshole like it slipped out. And then go, oh shit, I'm trying to change, I'm trying to do better, I am so sorry. And they'll go, sorry about what? And you'll go, oh, well, that word means you. All right, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you.
The train depot.
I don't want to shit on outdoor comedy. It's better than Zoom comedy. I don't know if you ever... Yeah, well, I had to do it, and it's hard to look like a comedian over Zoom. It's hard to look like a comedian over webcam. I don't look like a comedian over webcam. I look like I'm about to show you my dick on chat roulette. I'm excited to be back doing comedy, man. I was locked up for a while, man. During the lockup, like, no one tells you shit. I just moved in with my girlfriend, and no one told me anything, you know? No one tells you when you move in with someone, they're always there. I didn't know till I closed that door. I was like, oh, you're here. All right. Isn't that great? I didn't know certain things about, I didn't know you had to make the bed every day. Day one, my girlfriend's like, you gonna make the bed? I was like, are we in the Army, Sergeant? Is breakfast still at 0800 hours? I didn't know how important paper towels were in the relationship. Oh, you wanna end the relationship? Don't have paper towels. It's fucking over, dude. My girlfriend, she's got cleaning superpowers. I spilled a glass of water silently in the other room. Didn't make a sound, and she was just like, do you need a paper towel? I was like, can you smell wet? What? By the way, we don't have any. I didn't know. She got mad at me for playing video games, too. And I always thought it was because she hated video games. Turns out it's the way I play the video games. She had never seen a man more dedicated and focused in his entire life. Take me on a date, I'm a dog at the beach. Hand me a Xbox controller, I am Bobby Fischer in front of a chessboard. I didn't know, I thought it's because she thought like maybe they caused violence. Do you guys think that's true? I didn't think it was true till the pandemic, right? Like I didn't, because I was like, how do video games cause violence? I've been playing Madden, which is a football video game, for 20 years, right? Never once have I wanted to play football. I had never been playing Madden for 8 hours and been like, man, I'm ready to take some snaps. How does that shit cause violence if it don't even cause sports, all right? Then I started playing that game Fortnite, started getting cyberbullied by little fucking 9-year-olds and shit. You sound old. What are you, like 20? I'm 34, little bitch. You still live with your parents? I'll shoot up your school, kid. I was like, oh my God. I'm pumped to see the mask mandate come back too, because I just bought my first cloth mask, and boy, does it feel good judging people, you know? It feels so good, like it's the only time I get political. Like as soon as I got that cloth mask, I would just see someone with a surgical mask on, I'd be like, you're poor. What the They're like, wait, are you a nurse? Stop stealing valor. Then I see someone with a mask on driving in their car, and I'd be like, oh, what the fuck, dude? It's a pandemic. I moved from San Francisco, and I had to get out of there because it was expensive, man. Down here is a little cheaper. I don't know. Up there, man,